Alright guys, today is day 2 trying to get this Kickflip Front 50. I've been super lagging on like working out and whatnot, and some of you guys might know, but a few weeks ago I had my sister passed away, and so I was up north at a funeral, and I did a fair amount of stress eating, emotional eating, and I gained probably 5 or 6 pounds like in just a few days. I was just like, that's how I am, man. Unfortunately, I'm like a super emotional eater, and before that I was doing really good working out, doing pretty good dieting, at least during the week. The weekends it would kind of fall apart, but I was on a good program. My body was feeling good, and then after that, gaining the weights as well as not working out, it just kind of caught up to me. So this morning, or I guess yesterday, I noticed my knee was bugging me, so I had to do a bunch of backwards walking. Like I've showed, maybe I haven't showed the YouTube channel. Maybe I have. I know I've showed the Patreon for sure, but had to get some backwards walking in. Did some stretching from Knees Over Toe Guys program as well, doing like lots of pigeon stretches, and then also super important, foam rolling. And then I also did a quick dynamic strength workout from the Nike training app, which is really good. At some point I might just make like a raw video, like a workout with me type situation with that video, because I think it's one of the most applicable to skateboarding workouts that I've ever done. I notice a huge improvement in my skating when I do that. And anyways, I haven't been doing that, so I got back on that this morning, and over the course of the morning went from having my knee kind of bugging me towards now it feels good. We'll see how it is when I actually go to skate. But we've got a short session today, so we've got to try and make the most of the time that we have. Right now it's 1:20. We've got till 1:30, so by the time we get there, it's pretty much going to be 60-minute sesh. So very, very quick sesh today, but I'm hoping we can get the Kickflip Front 50. My game plan today for the Kickflip Front 50 is I want to start off by, I'll probably just warm up on the hip and the Euro. Maybe set up the tripod so it can see both the hip and the Euro. And just get warmed up, not stress too much about the warm up. But I really would like to do a bunch of frontside flips, which for me is a trick that I have to be warmed up for, because it takes so much energy for me. But I think if I practice frontside flips, that will give me the feeling and the motion of flicking my kickflips frontside. I might do some frontside, you wouldn't call them frontside kickflips, but they are skating the hip frontside and doing a kickflip where you have to be able to pull your nose frontside a little bit. That motion and that technique of flicking the board frontside, I think that's what I need. I also might try kickflipping up the curb from the side and trying to turn it frontside. But that's really my whole goal today, is to just figure out how to pull the board frontside. If I can do that, I think I've got the height, and I think I've got enough time in the air to make this happen today. It just really comes down to lining up my board and the trucks with the edge of the ledge, which is kind of why this trick is so cool. I saw a comment of somebody saying, why don't you just do it backside, because the board wants to turn backside anyways. And I'm like, yeah, it does, but I can already do that. And that's why Kickflip Back 50 is not as cool as Kickflip Front 50. Because Kickflip Front 50, it shows board control. It shows that you know how to manipulate the board in a way that like really isn't natural. And I feel like a lot of skateboarding, at least to me, like what makes things cool in a lot of instances is doing stuff that demonstrates your board control and your technique. Like, I don't know, a lot of style to me comes down to that, like the whole steez thing, right? Style with ease, like showing that you can do something difficult that takes a lot of skill, but then doing it, you know, with ease. Yeah, just making like hard things look easy. To me, that's like a big part of like what draws me to somebody's style. Like I'm not super like against like the T-Funk, Ben Cato type like super raw like style either. But for me, it's like, I don't know, you can't really, it's hard to relate to, I guess. Because I kind of see skateboarding as like a martial art in a way, where it's like, it's an art, but it's like an art and movement, and it's like a discipline, and you're training your body to like perfect these movements. And so because that's kind of the way I see it, I skate like really repetitively, because I hate the idea of like I can do something once and then I can't do it again. Like I hate the idea of it being like a fluke, you know? Especially, you know, out in the streets, if you're skating like a spot, everything's so rough and jagged that it's like you kind of take what you can get. But at a skate park, the same skate park I skate every day pretty much, for me it's all about being able to have that consistency and that board control. So that's what today's about, getting that front side flick and then hopefully putting it into a grind. So park looks like it's empty just about, so we'll get warmed up and then try some front side flips, do a bunch of front side kickflip variations, and then hopefully put one into a grind. Fingers crossed. A lot of you guys have been confused. You're like, man, these dunks are holding up really good. I am, until I'm ready to edit more episodes of the dunk videos, these are actually a different pair of the same colorway. So I bought a pair and my girlfriend bought me a pair. I bought a pair like right before my birthday, and she had already purchased them on StockX, and they took forever to ship. And so because of that, I ended up getting two of the exact same colorway, which I like this colorway. Yeah, a lot of people have been kind of confused. I'll get back to the dunk videos at some point, but just so much editing. You know what? Let's do a quick warm up on the quarter pipe. My knee, I just felt it twinge a second ago, so do a quick quarter pipe warm up. All right, not gonna lie, since working out this morning, the legs are feeling a little bit shaky. I've got one blown bushing, so should be interesting. I like have to get used to the trucks every single time. I think today they're bad enough that I might need to actually tighten my trucks. Oh my gosh, that was so crazy. Let's try that one again. It's usually easy. Lately that trick has not been going for me. All right, can't waste too much time here. Oh my gosh, gotta do one good one though. Bro, oh my gosh, dude, that has never been hard for me. And recently it's just, you wanna like get in on that, you know, this point right here on your heel side wheel. For some reason, I just keep overshooting or undershooting it. Get that heel side wheel. Something about it still felt budget, but we'll move on. All right, back with another classic Joe warm-up. Always gotta hit the Euro. Not gonna lie, very surprised that that worked. as well as it did. Nollie up this first try, no warm up. I was rolling the dice, but we came out on top. Oh shit! Oh my gosh! I tried to get lucky twice. Dude. Oh man, banged my arm a little bit. All right, well, let's get our revenge right here. That's hilarious. Let's see if we can get a kickflip first try. Oh man! Oh my gosh! Oh, it's gonna hit the camera. Man, on the ground twice this early on, not boding well. Yeah, yo, I told you guys I was not skating the dunks that I was doing the challenge in. I looked down, these dunks are blown out. Looking at them closer, these are actually the dunks. I'm on like day 42. So behind on editing. I think you guys have seen up to like day 32 or something like that. Gotta catch up on the editing, but all right, I guess we're doing like day 42 of dunks, apparently. I always like to do at least one just straight ollie. Feel out like the timing of the pop and then the front foot drag, which now is gonna turn into a flick with the kickflip and heel flip. Yeesh. We don't have much time. I'm gonna give it one redo. If we can't get it, we move on. All right, I think that's good enough. Let's try heel flip. Have my weight over my toes. With heel flips and front shoves, I feel like it helps me to think of not putting pressure on my heels, but keeping my weight over my heels slightly. Helps me like fight falling forward like what I just did there. Let me focus on that and see if it helps. Ah, sketch. Once again, I think we're just gonna have to move on for the sake of time. Do a shove and front shove. We'll move on to actually working on like kick flipping front side, get ready for the actual trick. Oh my gosh. That's funny. That's normally a trick I don't have to worry about, but that felt horrible. Oh my gosh, dude. Really not working with me today, but gives me a chance to switch up the angle for you guys. So I know that now you're kind of looking into the sun, but better to just switch up the angle so you guys don't get bored, and we'll only be here for a couple tricks and then we'll move over to the the hip. It may have been that I didn't pop. It also may have been that I just caught it too early, but I feel like there wasn't much air underneath that one, but it was clean. So let's move on to front shove. Oh my gosh, that was a weird one. Kind of lost my balance on the takeoff. I was rewatching a video I did about Tiago's front shoves. It's funny, I've like made so many videos now that I go back and watch my old videos and relearn things that like at the time I was thinking about that I've forgotten about. But one thing that Tiago does is he kind of throws his front arm behind him to help keep his weight over his heels and not like falling forward onto his toes, help him maintain his balance. So I'm gonna try that this time and see if it helps me. Didn't help. Yeah, I think the first time I was way too aggressive with that arm swing, but all right, let's move on to the hip. And I reckon backside flip, big spin. If we're feeling it, try a few tray flips and then get into the front side kickflip stuff. Oh, I hate to say it, but I think we're gonna take it. No, we'll give it one more. Give it one more. This could be shooting myself in the foot, wasting time, but let's try one more. Good enough. That was kind of weird as well, but see if we can get big spin first try. Ah, weak pop. I'm glad I at least like stuck it, because sometimes I'm a little wuss and I don't even try and stick that first try. It's either I make it, no problem, or I wuss out a little bit. So. Oh shit! Solid couple shinners on both legs. That never happens. Let's get this done with. There we go. Man, such a unnecessary amount of pain in my shins. All right, let's give tray flip 2 attempts. I could easily get stuck on this, so I'm gonna just cap it at 3 or 2 from the beginning and then move on to actually kick flipping front side. Front foot got in the way, but other than that, my body was over it. I was committed. See if we can get it right here. Oh, okay. That was so close. Let's give it one more. Oh, bro, I hate that I do this to myself. You like are ready to give up, and then you get one like that and the endorphins just rush in, like giving you motivation. Let's keep going. Oh, bro. Okay. Yeah, so that time I rolled up on my broken bushing. My symmetrical board is now not so symmetrical. I'm hyped on that. I have never tray flipped a hip without first tray flipping the Euro. So to do this on its own, like in the warm-up, that's definitely progress. So what I want to do is I want to do 3 frontside on this hip. I'll probably move the camera, but you know, just getting my body to go from this angle, and this is probably the chillest place to do it because the hip gives you a little bit more extra time to float. So it lengthens things out and gives you a little bit more time to play with. So do a few here, and then I'm gonna try some frontside flips on flat ground. Oh, not gonna lie, that was pretty trash, but I did get it turning frontside, even though I did the weird pivot thing and whatnot. So I'll take it, but definitely not gonna leave it at that. It's a little bit better. Just really trying to focus on letting my nose turn before I initiate the flick. Because if your nose is in the same place as where you popped it and you try and like pull it with your flick, it's not gonna go anywhere. You've got to pop it crooked so that the momentum's already turning frontside and then flick. So that one was all right. It was not as like controlled and sucked up to my feet as I want. So let's see if we can get one good one. I don't know if you can see, I bust a little bit on the roll away, this transition right here, but I feel like I flicked and caught that one good. Turn frontside. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Let's move on to doing some frontside flips on flat ground. So I know last time I was working on these, the big tip that helped me was my homie Nassim talked about trying to kind of like front shove, which is kind of what I was talking about, like popping crooked, but trying to get that almost front shove motion combined with a front 180 and a kickflip. So this seems like pretty daunting. Let me do a front 180 first. Practice that front shove motion. That felt pretty good. Give it a little front shove. Whoa. Let's give it one more. That was perfect. I feel like that was about as fluid as I can do it. So now let's try and add a kickflip into it. See what happens. Not a bad start. Kind of flicked it into my front foot on that one, but a little bit more front shove, I think we would have been there. Not the best, but was that second or third try? I'm gonna cap it at 3 again. So I'm gonna count that. Try and get a better one. Try and get like one good one hopefully, but I'm pretty happy with that. Damn it. That's the same problem I have on the ledge, which is leaving the board behind. So I think I just need a front shove with it and we should be good. So bad, but I'm gonna count that as 2, even though it's really bad. But if I get this next one like in a row, I'm gonna go for 1 more, so it'll end up being 4. Pretty pivoty, but that means I'm gonna go for a 4th. I don't know, what do we think, guys? It's hard to be your own judge. Like, I'm hyped that they're even going around, but I can't see where I'm landing. It feels like I'm landing straight and pivoting the whole thing. I know that's not true, but it doesn't feel great. I just want to get one kind of more rotated. Oh. All right, I'm getting greedy. We've already done 4. We'll give it 1 final attempt. Move over to the ledge. Okay. I do want to apologize to you guys if you're probably getting a lot of wind noise in the mic. If you guys like these types of videos, I'll probably invest in getting like a really nice mic, the one that like Sam Solik has. But for now, I lost the dead cat to block out the wind of this one. It's somewhere around the skate park actually. If I find it, I'll put it on, but I'm still testing this style of video to see if it's something that I should keep up with. All right, so right now, I'm just gonna ollie onto the curb from the side and visualize myself kick flipping onto the curb from the side. So it's like mimicking that front side 180, I guess not 180, but front side rotation. But jumping on top makes me feel safer, and also it's less variables. I don't have to aim. I have the whole box to land on, but I want to practice kick flipping front side. And I know if I can kick flip up it and turn front side at the same time, then I know it's just a matter of timing where I pop to aim the kick flip onto the front side grind. So let's do this ollie one more time. Man, these shoes are pretty blown out, I'm not gonna lie. All right. I honestly would not be surprised if doing this, I am getting into a kickflip front 50. Let's see. Probably going way too slow, but it's all right. I feel like any experience with this is good experience. Just tinkering, trying to find the right motion for it. Okay, so there's the kickflip up, but I pretty much landed in the same angle as I popped. So now I just want to try and pop it and pull it frontside a little bit. Okay, so that time I popped frontside and I wussed out because I was scared of the flick. I'm gonna try winding up my shoulders just a little bit too, see if that does anything for me. Okay, that was definitely more what we wanted. I think winding the shoulders similar to how I would do it. Not a full frontside flip wind, but enough to get the thing rotating. Okay, notice the angle of the board much closer to parallel. I'm gonna force myself to do this longer than I want to because right now I'm like feeling the urge to just like, all right, just go for it. You just need to get lucky. You're running out of time. But I'm gonna hold myself back, force myself to try and do more of these frontside kickflips and hopefully actually land one before I get too crazy and just go for make on the actual flick 50. Gotta memorize which bushing is broken and skate my board asymmetrically. The blown bushing is just so unstable. Okay, better kickflip, but I've gotta rotate the shoulders. Got scared. Dude, I don't know why that trips me out. Like what it is about it exactly. I think it might be the direction of the flip combined with what side of the ledge you're on. Feels like a lot can go wrong, like you're gonna catch the board primo or something. Kickflip back 50 just feels so safe, and this feels exactly the opposite. I'm not gonna lie, I got greedy right there and was actually trying to grind it. Feeling a little angsty because I don't like that I'm scared, so I just like want to like face it and go straight for it. But let me get one kickflip onto this curb. Run up's kind of crazy, makes it a little hard. Trying to come in from the side and then carve backside and then carve front side. All right, here we go. Honestly, the run up's so awkward to get enough momentum to get on top of the ledge, like to get on the mani pad itself. I'm kind of just playing with the idea of just going for it, sacking up and just going. So let me check and make sure the camera's still going, and then I think we're just gonna go for it. All right, if I land this fakie flip and it's buttery, we send. Okay, we don't send. All right, the universe is trying to tell me, slow down. Feel free to leave in the comments what you think my problems are. All right, I'm gonna kickflip up the curb right here. Whoa. I'm honestly just trying to kickflip onto the curb, but like turn front side to be like ready to go for the actual ledge. Oh man, can you kickflip front 50? It's hard, man, like into like Smith or lip or something. Oh really? That's funny because when I was trying this before, it would just go behind me. I couldn't get it. I had the opposite problem. Now that you're here, dude, you got the magic. Watch this. Just gonna lace it first try and be like, yeah, I was playing. Not a bad try. Let's go for it. I'm coming pretty straight on, so it's kind of cheating, but I'm just not good at frontside flips, so that like frontside flicking it and pulling it. I did a few frontside flips earlier and they were feeling actually, I did like 4 of them pretty quick. And I was like, maybe today's the day I can actually get this to go. Oh, dude, my front foot that was going. My front foot stopped it. I'm trying to do what you told me to kind of like pop it crooked. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Cause I know I can't get the flick to turn it that much. So I'm trying to like, not full like scoop, but like just like pop it crooked enough that I can like drag it. See, that one straightened out, but that's what they were doing last time was they would just, and I'd land up here and the board would be behind me, you know? I feel like it's such a unique kind of flick to it. Did you see that? I went into frontside wheelie and like was like holding it. I don't know how to do that trick, but I like was in it so good that I like tried to pop out. All right, just turn it a little bit front side. Just getting that back truck. Oh, so close. Oh, no. I need need to get this before the fatigue really sets in. Oh my gosh. Gotta get that back truck. Damn. It's not turning. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that was perfect. Grip tape has seen better days. It's getting there. Bro, it's right there. Bro. Oh, bro. Come on. So close. I did it. It was kind of gross, but I did it. Very mid. Bro. All right, last try right here. I gotta go. That's just so ugly, but whatever. That's two. Ooh, holy cow. Super happy with that. And we're gonna be home on time. 2 kickflip front 50s, and we're gonna be home on time. That definitely could have been a lot better. So I'm not saying they were pretty, but I am saying that is a new trick for your boy. I feel like doing the kickflips over the hip was honestly the best thing I probably could have done. It was so applicable to the feeling of kickflipping into the front 50. It's just the difference is with the kickflip into the front 50, you're kickflipping up. So, you know, kickflipping on the hip, it gives you more time to do everything. It's, you know, it's more forgiving that way because it gives you time. Whereas with the curb, or the ledge, I don't know, I feel weird calling it a ledge, but with the curb, you have to kickflip up, so you're losing time. So you have to do everything that, you know, you did on the hip, but now you're doing it faster and doing it on the way up, which I think is part of what makes this trick so difficult. There's a lot of room. There's a lot of room with this trick to hit the ledge. Yeah, ton of room for the board to hit the ledge or your foot, or, you know, it just, I think my shoe just fell out of the car. I think my shoe just fell out of my car. I think I've got to go back and get my shoe. You got to be kidding me. I'm looking for some place to turn around. I have to drive forever. That's funny because when I closed my trunk, it didn't feel like it closed completely right, but I didn't think anything of it. And then my shoe just popped out. Luckily, my board and everything else didn't pop out as well. But yeah, my shoe just oh my gosh, I just look in the rear view mirror and just see a shoe. Let's see, where is it? Oh, there's my shoe. There it is. See my shoe out there? Kind of a bad timing to be running out there. Oh, what an idiot. Did I lose another shoe? I'm so confused how that shoe came out. And where is the other? What's going on? I just lose a dunk? What is happening? I'm so confused as to where the other one of this is. What in the world? All right, well now I'm late and I don't know if I have both shoes. I'm so confused where that shoe came from. But I'm gonna be bummed if I literally lost one shoe. And it was my good pair of that colorway as well. So then you lose one shoe, you lose both pretty much. Mystery solved. Shoe. The missing shoe. We got it. Idiot. I'm literally. Oh man, can't believe myself. Hey, but we still got. This is the more fresh pair of the Dunks. I was afraid that I'd lost them. We're good. All right.